Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, depending on what time you are tuning in. My name is Rachael Goldsworthy, and I'm on a journey to improve my life by 2 millimeters each and every week, and I want to do that with you. How is everybody? What have you been up to? What's been going on? Has the life of the Hawkesburyans and the Worldarians enjoying themselves? What have you been doing? The quote of the week, no, the question of the week. I got asked pets. I mean, I've always putting photos of dogs and puppy dogs and birds and all sorts of other things. Hey, Jem, how are you? Nice to have you on the line. I really appreciate you making the time out. Hey, Les, how are you? So important to have people in your corner, and I love that you guys are always here with me. Thank you. Hey, Jax, how are you? Nice to have you on the line. The question of the week was, do I have any family pets? I'm going to put a photo up of Topsy and Bruce at some point for you. But if you saw the reel today that we put up, that was of Jasper. Now, Pete, he's not here at the moment, but Pete is a good friend of mine. He went to Lake Conjola on the weekend, and I am the official babysitter. This is like puppy daycare over in the Hawkesbury. And it's quite funny, really, having all the dogs over here and the dynamics. I'm going to have Tobias this weekend, so I'm looking forward to having Tobes. Jem, he's going to come on over and say hello, which is going to be exciting. I've told Bruce and Topsy. I'm not too sure whether they're going to come on. Are you going to come on the podcast tonight, Bruce? He may come over and feature. I'm not too sure. But Toby's looking forward to spending the weekend at puppy daycare. Can I come and say hello, Brucey? Come and say hello. Come on, buddy. Come on, up here. He always likes to jump up, and he's a Mr. Cuddle Bear. Oh, there we go. That's Bruce. Say hi to everybody. Say hi. You're the cuddle bug, aren't you? You're the cuddle bug he is. I'll pop him down because he's 12 kilos. I mean, I shouldn't talk about being heavy because I can't talk, but he's a muscular, good specimen, everything. Les is saying Fuzzbutt is your bird, and and he's only just been returned as well, which is a good thing. Gemma's saying, Toby, excited. What sort of dogs have you all got? I've got, as I say, 2 Scottish Terriers, a brother and a sister, bred by my mum and dad from Aberdeen Acres. And Aberdeen Acres, I mean, Aberdeen is obviously in Scotland, where they came from, I believe, and some of the history. I should really get mum and dad on here to tell that story. But what are your pets? What sort of animals do you have, birds or otherwise? I've got water dragons, I've got butcher birds, I've got noisy miners, which is the actual Australian one, the Australian native bird. And I've also got Maggies. We bring the whole family down of Maggies, so that's awesome too. All right, so lots of things that have happened this week, but we're talking about people that have turned 58. I've got a really exciting story to share with you as the night goes by. But the quote of the week is such that when someone shows you who they are, believe them the first time. People know themselves better than you. So I think that's important to stop expecting them to be somebody other than who they are. Maya Angelou, that was her quote, and she's an amazing woman and written many things over the years. Someone will reveal themselves as they truly are. You just have to give them enough time. And maybe when you meet somebody for the first time, you're not, you haven't known them, you don't know what their history is, you don't know what their interests are, but believe them because they will reveal what their true passions are. You can see their eyes light up when they talk about a subject, or you can see it in their body language. I know certainly when I'm talking about the dogs, and when I see the magpies bring their babies down for the first time, I get really excited about it because they're sharing their life story with me too. See what people are most enthusiastic and passionate about and wanting in their life. They might not even know themselves, actually. And they may be even given up the dream and said, for a myriad of reasons, writing it off as done. Not going to happen, never going to be. They might not even know that they're talking about a hobby or a holiday or a pet or a person as much as they do. But listen to them. Because if they're not trying to be seen, they truly identify themselves as who they are and who they really want to be. And they often leave those little clues that they don't realise that they scatter. And even though they might not know that they're revealing themselves at that time, they're revealing themselves in the words that they use. I know when I describe my pets, I don't go, oh, it's my dog. Like I just say, my gorgeous, handsome, beautiful Bruce. Like I just think he's amazing. And revealing themselves in the people that they talk about. Like if you've got family and friends, you don't talk about them in any other light than you want them to be. When they're revealing themselves with the people that they want to spend the most time with. Like I love going to work and spending my time with the people that I work with. I know we all have our ups and downs at work, but we all come together as a team and work really, with diligence and so much care and attention to detail for people. And I really appreciate each and every one of them. People reveal themselves with the hobbies that they have. So, the activities that they have. Like I love to go kayaking. I don't do it as often as I would like to do, but I certainly love kayaking. And people enjoy, the different activities that they do, but also you can enjoy seeing somebody light up about the enthusiasm of an activity. So revealing themselves as an energy, as it were. And even the behavior that people display, because sometimes people can talk a good game, but the Richard Flint, I went on Star Maker. Brian, who is my friend over in Alabama, in America, big shout out to you, Brian. He's a realtor over there, amazing guy. And Richard Flint is a motivational speaker, as I say, and he talks about behavior never lies. He's written a whole book about it. And essentially what it's saying is that what you do is who you are. And I love that quote. And I think it was back in 2018. Brian, you might be able to tell me one way or the other. I can't remember when we actually caught up for the first time, but we've both got study books. We've both been to America a number of times. You live over there, obviously. But I'd love for you to pop in the comments for the other people what your favourite memories of those Star Maker courses and different things that we did there. Sometimes people, I was thinking about it, sometimes people with their behaviour just simply need a little bit of encouragement to realise their true potential as well. And I kind of think that it's like if they don't know, if you don't know, just sit there and listen with them. Like I've got some beautiful friends that I talk to each and every day, and they encourage, I encourage, we speak, we sit, we laugh, we cry, laugh so much we're crying together. It's hilarious and cathartic when you are crying about different things as well. All the same, it's just fun. Hey Wendy, how are you? Thanks for joining us on the line, and thanks to everybody who's here with us tonight. So I think sometimes we're all too afraid to fear what others may say. If we are going to be that person, we really are. Sometimes we're fearing rejection. Sometimes we're fearing a loss of some sort. Sometimes people are afraid to be judged, whether it's by society or whether it's by your family, maybe your peers, your friends, or even yourself. I say encourage people to be who they want to be. I say encourage people to follow what they're most passionate about. Encourage people to go on a holiday that they've always wanted to do, whatever that may be. And I'm going to be talking about holidays soon because I've got two people that have recently I've caught up with online, and I can't wait to share their story. They've released a new album and I'm going to tell you all about it. Help people find their hobbies. Catch up with the friends and the families, and maybe get that family pet that you've been putting off, whether it's a cat or a dog. Hey Nath, how are you? Nice to have you on the line. Thanks for joining us. Encourage people to reconnect with people. Maybe throw caution to the wind also, because you've got to maintain and stay true to your own core values and beliefs. Don't change your own integrity for those that you have in and around your life. And I say be authentic to you, and I've always said zig when they're zagging, and do it anyway. Don't worry what other people think, because those that mind don't matter, and those that matter don't mind. As my sister said to me on the weekend, She said, life's too short not to explore the options, and we want to make sure we leave no stone unturned. And I think that that's so true. I mean, what are your experiences? What have you experienced in life? I know we've all gone through things at different times when we're younger, middle age, and, you know, as we're aging. Wendy says, screw what people think, be true to yourself and enjoy to the fullest. We only get one shot at this thing called life. I love that, Wendy. Thank you for sharing that. Leslie's saying, sometimes being me gets me in trouble because I say how it is. And she's got a laughy emoji. And you know what? We love people that say how it is, because it's so much better when you're actually yourself, because you don't have to try and be anything else. You just are. So, and that's the way my team and I, we turn up each and every day. And sometimes you don't get it right. Sometimes you try to get it right, but always moving towards that. I also encourage people to circle back and reignite or close the chapter, whatever that may look like, because some people are only meant to be in your life for a season, and some people are meant to be in your life for a lifetime, and we all get to choose that timeline, don't we? And talking about people that were unsure to follow their dream, I had an interview, and I've known these girls for probably since 2020, when we did a retreat in the Gold Coast together. It was a digital retreat. Hey Tina, nice to see you on the line. Good to see your property online as well. It's great. I'm sure it will all go well. Yeah, we met at a digital course in Queensland, and then we reconnected after that, and we went to a retreat in Byron Hinterland, which they were running. It was a writer's retreat with Maggie McKellar, who's written a book, First Draft, and she's also an award-winning writer. So amazing, amazing person. We had all sorts of people there. They were beautiful, wonderful people. Kim Berry, she's got her own podcast on food and drink business. Who else was there? Like, I'm just going to read Anna's quote from the actual Me Time experiences, because Me Time was all about spending time for yourself. And that's why I sort of went on that journey a couple of years ago, 3 years ago. And I was always work, work, work. And then when I met Pauline and Sharon are sisters, and they run these retreats, whether it's writing retreats or singing retreats. And as I say, I've known them for 3 years. I've done an interview with them. I'll pop in the comments a link to that interview, because they were just so much fun. The energy was amazing. But Anna wrote from the actual retreat, Me Time Experiences and Writing Retreat with the incomparable author Maggie McKellar, and overseen by the ever thoughtful, making sure it all runs smoothly, Pauline Roche. And that's exactly who Pauline is. Now, Pauline is 58 years old, and she's rekindled everyone's love affair with writing. In the beautiful Byron Hinterland retreat that was Dip to Pure, Maggie helped us give voice to the stories that were ours to tell through the beautiful colour and patterns of words. We did this in the most wonderful circle of trust, punctuated by the soundscape of birdsong and much laughter, along with some tears, as our writing found those hidden memories we felt safe enough to be free and share. Between the sessions, we feasted on the out-of-this-world nourishing offerings being prepared by the extraordinary chef and cooking teacher and author, Ronit Rabaz Franco. Now, she's from Open Table at Byron Bay. If those of you that have never met Ronit, she is just amazing, amazing, amazing. Her food is just to die for. You feel like you're buzzing. You feel like you're alive with energy. Everything that she puts on that plate is love. So, yeah, just amazing. So these two sisters, Sharon and Pauline, Sharon wasn't able to make the writers' retreat in the Byron Hinterland, but her sister Pauline ran it. I don't think she was well at the time. She had a cold or something like that. But the energy, and we're all inspired by them in such a way. And Pauline does singing and writing retreats, and she's announced at 58 years old. She put it online at 58 years old, so I'm so proud of her. The new album, and it's called Here I Am Again, available on both Spotify and iTunes. So for any of those that are wanting to be inspired by somebody who wasn't too sure, whether to do something or not to do something, it's never too late. It's never too early. Just do it anyway. As Wendy said, just screw what people think, just go for it. But Pauline wrote in her recent post, excuse me,
We're always so impressed and inspired by the gorgeous people that come along in our trips. For many, it's the first time we've travelled alone or sung on our trips. And we really go out, or sung in a group at our festivals and really go out of their comfort zone. For others, it's been a lifelong dream to travel to a particular place or make a commitment to do something just for themselves, minus the guilt. Don't we all feel that guilt when we go away? Every time we go away on holidays, I'm never too sure whether I should. And she says, I recorded a little EP called Here I Am Again. And I've popped it here for your listening pleasure. She says, as scary as it often feels, it's never too late to follow your dreams. And how you'll feel on the other side of it all the angst is absolutely worth it. Hope to see you on the singing adventure with us real soon. And Pauline, she's put a little kiss here. So that's also available, as I said, on Apple Music or podcast with the YouTube. And she's saying thanks to the collaborators, Emma Dean and Tony Dean. So big shout out to them as well. Singer-songwriter at 58, amazing things that she's doing. Her sister is a beautiful person as well. I'm going to put the little link to the interview that I did about 3 years ago. There's 4 songs that she's got in this EP that she's released. One is Hands, Blue, Once Upon a Time, and To Your Heart, which I love all of those songs for different reasons, but I think that she'll continue to inspire many after you've listened to the music as well. I would encourage you to reach out to Pauline, look them up on the Me Time Experiences. I think it's Singing Experience. I'll put a link in there down below. If you're looking to go on a retreat, a writer's retreat, or a singing retreat, or whatever it might be, because when I spoke to them 3 or 4 years ago, it was just everything. They looked after everything. All you had to do is turn up. So whether it's in Australia or whether it's overseas, because they've done retreats overseas as well. They're located in Tasmania, and there's quite a few retreats that they've had down there as well. So I'm so proud to say that she's not only running retreats, she's, beautiful mother. She's got a great husband to support, or he supports her by her side. And I just think it's great, to be a trailblazer and to be a person that inspires so many, and probably doesn't even realize it because she's such a humble person. Her and her sister, they're great. Their energy's beautiful. If you could meet them or go to one of their retreats, I implore you to do that. So if anybody's got any comments, or whether they've been to a retreat before, or whether they've done something like that has inspired them to do something that they never thought was possible, I say do it. I say get out there, reconnect with whoever it is, do what you need to do. And sometimes people are too afraid, but just go out and do it and reconnect with that person. Don't hide away. Be happy with that person. Be happy with who you want to be, and show them who you really are. Because when someone shows you who they are, believe them the first time. Encourage them to follow their dreams, their family, their hobbies, the person that they love, or the people that they love, and appreciate them in the unique way that they are, and nurture them in a meaningful way. And that's why it's important to stop expecting them to be something other than who they are. So with that being said, Gemma's saying, as Nike says it, just do it, absolutely. And Gemma put a great, saying online as well, and she does a wonderful job with our social media, so I appreciate you and all you do. We get busy in our days at work, and sometimes it can be a bit stressful with the different things that are thrown at us. But I'm nearly 58 as well, and I'm certainly not out and done just yet. And yes, Gemma's saying you're free to be different. Absolutely. Everybody's free to be different. Everybody's free to be the person that you want to be with the people that you want to be, whether it's family, friends, or otherwise. Get that family pet that you wanted to do. Go on that holiday. Live that big life that you want to be. The calendars will be out soon. Gemma and I have been working on that diligently. What are we in? Nearly November. So I would say November we'll get our first draft out there. For those of you that want to be involved with the training for the year ahead, we've already put a couple of things on there. We're going to 10cc, a concert that's being held at the State Theatre in town. We're really, really looking forward to that. And we're getting to see all these old bands that, not old bands, bands my age, that probably will be their last tour. So excited for that. Also diving with the sharks in Philippines. And Jim is saying, just need to fix those lines. I know. Everything inside the line. We just got to look outside the box. Outside the box for the, what did they say? Outside the box for the inspiration. Anyway, go out, live, love, big life, whatever that looks like for you. Chase your dreams, follow your visions, share your visions with each and every one of you. I'll pop in the comments below with the retreats with the girls. Go and look them up. If you're looking for a little bit of me time, go and do that with them. They're amazing people. Listen to Pauline's album. She's brilliant. She's inspired me by what she's done. And you all inspire me each and every week, turning up each week. And I love hearing what you're doing as well. Take care of yourselves. And we're going to fix those lines this week, Gemma. I really think that that's on our agenda for this week. All right. Great night for everybody. Good week ahead. And look forward to catching up with you on the next video. Bye for now.